Hello, my dear viewer. If you are a woman over 60 and you've ever had to excuse yourself quickly, laughed a little too hard and worried, or even woken up in the middle of the night because of an unexpected leak, then I want you to know you're not alone and it's not your fault. But here's what may surprise you. Most women assume that wetting your pants is just a normal part of getting older, that it happens because of aging, and that nothing can really be done about it. But what if I told you there are specific daily habits that silently make it worse, and some of them seem harmless? One of them even involves how you sit when watching TV. Another? It's a health mistake that happens every single morning in your bathroom. So today, I'm going to walk you through the 6 hidden habits that many senior women do unknowingly and how they make urinary incontinence, yes, bladder leaks, far more frequent, painful, and embarrassing. But most importantly, I'll show you how to break these habits gently and rebuild strength and control in just a few weeks. Because believe me, no matter your age, you can improve bladder control, you can stop the accidents, and you can enjoy outings, laughs, and even long road trips again with confidence. I've seen it happen in women 65, 75, even 85 years old, all because they stopped doing these 6 things. So let's take a deep breath and start uncovering the real reason so many women over 60 suffer in silence. Before we begin, I have a small request. If you're watching this because you're going through this yourself, or you're caring for someone who is, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Health Sync. We're building a beautiful community here of wise, strong, and supportive seniors. Your support helps more people hear these important messages, and your comment might help someone feel a little less alone today. All right, let's begin. Today we'll start with habit number 1 and habit number 2. And both of these are shockingly common, even among healthy, active women. Let me explain. Habit number 1, holding your urine just a bit longer. Now this one seems innocent. You're at home, finishing the dishes, or watching your favorite show. You feel the urge, but you think, let me just finish this first. I'll go in 5 minutes. But what if I told you that every time you do that, you are training your bladder to disobey your body? Let me explain. When your bladder is about halfway full, stretch receptors inside it send a gentle signal to your brain. Hey, time to start thinking about the bathroom. But if you ignore this signal, your brain quiets it down, and over time, your body gets confused about when it's appropriate to release or hold urine. The result? Sudden, uncontrollable urges. Nighttime accidents, even leakage with a laugh or sneeze, because your bladder's coordination with your brain gets off track. Think of it like a child who tugs on your sleeve gently at first, but if you ignore them long enough, they scream or shut down. This is exactly what's happening inside your body. In women over 60, the pelvic muscles that help hold urine are already weaker due to menopause, childbirth history, and aging. So ignoring the urge makes everything worse. But here's the hopeful part. Retraining your bladder is possible. Just like you trained it to wait, you can reteach it to release at the right time. Here's what to do instead. Start by listening closely to your body's first signal, not the urgent one. That first soft nudge to go. Treat it like a whisper from your body's wisdom. When you honor that signal, your bladder responds with better rhythm. And within weeks, urgency reduces, leaks slow down, and control returns. It's a tiny change, but it makes a huge difference, especially for women over 60. All right, let's move on to another habit. And this one is hiding in your nighttime routine. Habit number 2, skipping the last bathroom trip before bed. Now I know it's the end of a long day. You're brushing your teeth, The bed is calling your name, and all you want is to close your eyes. So you skip the final bathroom trip. I already went an hour ago, you say to yourself. Surely I'll be fine till morning. But here's what happens. As we age, the kidneys produce more urine at night, not less, especially in women. This is called nocturnal polyuria, and it affects nearly 1 in 3 women over 60. That means your bladder fills up faster while you sleep. Add a full bladder to relaxed pelvic muscles during deep sleep. And the result? You wake up wet, or worse, you don't even realize it happened. And over time, your body loses its pre-sleep emptying rhythm, leading to even more nighttime accidents. This simple skip, one tiny decision at bedtime, can disrupt your bladder's entire overnight cycle. Here's what to do instead. Make a habit of going to the bathroom as the final step before lights off. Even if you don't feel the urge. Even if you just went. Why? Because this helps your body reset a routine. It teaches your bladder. We're emptying now, and we're safe to rest. Pair this with avoiding fluids 90 minutes before bed, and you've already reduced your leak risk by up to 40% in just 1 week. Again, it's not magic. It's not medication. It's just restoring a rhythm your body once knew. Let me tell you a quick story. Margaret, one of my patients, 72 years old. Healthy, active, loved gardening. But every single night, she was waking up wet. She thought it was just her age. We made 2 small changes. She added that final bathroom visit and reduced evening tea. Within 10 days, no more wet sheets. She told me, "Doctor, John, it's like I got my dignity back." That's the power of simple rhythm and gentle habits. All right, those were the first 2 habits. In this part, we'll talk about something that happens during your morning coffee routine, a surprising posture mistake, and one hidden food that weakens your bladder walls without you realizing it. And we'll also begin a gentle bladder strengthening routine, something you can do while watching TV. But for now, if you've learned even one thing today, please give this video a like. It tells YouTube that senior health matters and helps us reach more people like you. And if you've ever felt ashamed or frustrated by leaks, I want you to know your story matters. You are not broken, you are not alone, and you are stronger than you think. If you've made it to part 2 of this video, it tells me 2 things about you. First, you care about your body, and second, you're willing to take control of your health with kindness and wisdom, not shame or fear. That's powerful. In part 1, we uncovered 2 surprisingly common habits that cause bladder leaks in women over 60, holding your urine too long, and skipping the bathroom right before bed. Small things, but they add up over time. Today, we'll go even deeper. We're going to explore a morning ritual mistake that most seniors think is healthy, but can actually weaken your bladder muscles. A common bathroom posture that leads to incomplete emptying and more leaks, and a so-called health food that inflames your bladder walls, especially in postmenopausal women. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of how your daily patterns affect bladder health and how to reverse the leaks using science, not shame. And yes, I'll also give you a simple bladder strengthening routine that takes just 3 minutes. And you can do it while sitting in your favorite chair. But first, let's start with something that millions of senior women do within 15 minutes of waking up. And it's causing more leaks than you think. Habit number 3, drinking coffee before you hydrate with water. I know, that warm cup of coffee in the morning is comforting. It helps you wake up. It's part of your routine. But here's the truth. Caffeine is a diuretic. That means it makes your kidneys pull more water into your urine, and it stimulates your bladder muscles to contract, sometimes before they're ready. Now, in younger women, this effect is mild, but for senior women, especially those over 60 who already have weakened pelvic floor muscles. This causes urgency, pressure, and leaks. Now, I'm not telling you to stop drinking coffee, but here's what most women don't realize. If you drink coffee on an empty, dehydrated stomach, first thing in the morning, you are essentially shocking your bladder with an intense, dehydrating push while it's still waking up. And if you've skipped water, your bladder is already lined with concentrated urine, which is more acidic and irritates the bladder lining. The result, leaking, burning, urgency, even bladder spasms. Here's the fix. Start your day with 250 to 300 milliliters of room temperature water before your coffee. Not ice cold, not sparkling, just plain, calm water. This rehydrates the bladder lining, flushes the system gently, and reduces acidity in the urine. Then 10 to 15 minutes later, enjoy your coffee. Your bladder will be far less reactive, and over time, urgency will calm down significantly. It's a small habit shift, but I've seen it transform the mornings of so many of my older patients. Let me tell you about Susan, a 68-year-old retired teacher. She had been having sudden leaks right after her morning coffee for over a year. She thought it was just aging. We switched her to this water-first ritual, and within 6 days she said, "Dr. John, my mornings feel mine again." So, water first, then coffee. Simple, powerful, proven. Now, let's talk about what you're doing in the bathroom that might be silently making things worse. And no, it's not what you think. Habit number 4, poor bathroom posture while urinating. Now this one's surprising. When you sit on the toilet, how do you sit? If you're like most women, especially with joint stiffness or back pain, you may hunch forward slightly, or you may perch just above the seat, trying not to touch it fully. But here's the problem. This position tilts your pelvic organs in a way that compresses your bladder neck and causes incomplete emptying. Incomplete emptying means your bladder never fully drains, which leaves residual urine that irritates the bladder wall and creates a sense of pressure or urgency even after you've gone. And over time, your brain becomes confused because the bladder feels full, but isn't. The result? You feel like you have to go all the time, but when you try, only a trickle comes out. You may start leaking while standing up, laughing, or even walking because your muscles never fully reset. Here's how to fix it. Sit fully down on the toilet seat. It's safer and allows for proper posture. Lean slightly forward with a straight back and place your feet flat on the floor. If possible, place a small stool or a stack of books under your feet to slightly elevate your knees, mimicking a natural squat angle. This opens the pelvic outlet and relaxes the puborectalis muscle, the key to full, gentle release. You don't have to strain, you don't have to push. Just let gravity help. Try this for 1 week and notice how your bladder feels more empty, less pressured, and more in control. This single posture correction can cut down incomplete voiding by over 50% in senior women. No medication needed. Remember, your body is wise. Sometimes it just needs the right position to do its job. Next, let's talk about something you're eating that's working against your bladder without you realizing it. And this one surprises nearly everyone. Habit number 5, eating too many citrus fruits, especially before bed. Now wait, aren't oranges and grapefruits healthy? They are, for many people. They're rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and taste refreshing. But for senior women struggling with leaks, they can be inflammatory to the bladder lining. Citrus fruits contain compounds like citric acid and aspartic acid, which can irritate the urothelium, the sensitive inner lining of the bladder. This irritation can trigger bladder spasms, sudden urgency, nighttime leaks, and burning sensation during urination, even in women without infections. Worse, when these fruits are eaten in the evening, the bladder becomes more acidic overnight while you're lying down. That's why some women wake up in the middle of the night feeling desperate to go, or worse, already wet. Now, I'm not saying to eliminate citrus forever, but if you're struggling with leaks, urgency, or nighttime accidents, do a 7-day citrus-free test. Skip the oranges, lemons, grapefruits, and pineapple, especially in the late afternoon and evening. Instead, choose alkalizing, bladder-friendly fruits like pears, apples, peeled, watermelon, ripe bananas, not green, cooked blueberries. They're gentle, rich in fiber, and reduce acidity in your urine, which calms your bladder lining. This one small swap has helped hundreds of my patients reduce nighttime urgency and leaks without pills. Let's pause here, because that's already 5 habits uncovered. In part 3, we'll go into the final and most dangerous habit, one that silently damages your pelvic floor muscles over time and causes leaks even when you don't feel the urge. Plus, I'll guide you through a 3-minute gentle bladder strength routine you can do while sitting, and we'll talk about how to rebuild your confidence after years of embarrassment or silence. But for now, if any of this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you've tried one of these habits or you're thinking about making a change, leave a comment. Your story could help another woman feel seen. And remember, just because something is common doesn't mean it's normal. You deserve dignity. You deserve freedom. And you deserve to move through life dry, confident, and strong. You've already come so far. By now you understand. Leaking urine isn't just an old age problem. It's often the result of a lifetime of small habits stacking up silently. And the good news? You can change those habits. You've already seen what happens when you avoid things like holding your urine too long, skipping your nighttime bathroom visit, drinking coffee before water, poor toilet posture, and even excessive citrus fruits in the evening. Each one of these can weaken your bladder control. But there's one more habit, and this one, it's the most damaging of all. It doesn't just irritate your bladder, it destabilizes the entire pelvic foundation. And sadly, many senior women do it every day without realizing how much it's contributing to their leaks. Let's talk about it. Habit number 6, sitting for long hours without engaging the pelvic floor. Let's be honest. Most of us, especially after 60, spend a lot more time sitting. We sit to rest. We sit to eat. We sit to read, watch TV, knit, scroll, chat. It's normal. But here's what most people don't realize. When you sit for long hours, especially in soft chairs or recliners, without activating your pelvic muscles, you're sending your pelvic floor a very dangerous signal. Relax. Stay dormant. You're not needed. Over time, these support muscles, which control bladder closure, stabilize your uterus, and even help with posture, begin to atrophy. They weaken. They become slower to respond. And eventually, they stop holding the bladder tight when you sneeze, laugh, or stand up. This leads to what's known as stress incontinence. And I want to be clear, this is not your fault. We live in a world that encourages stillness, but your pelvic muscles crave subtle movement. That's why women who stay active, not with intense workouts, but with gentle daily movement, often retain bladder control into their 80s and 90s. So what can you do? You don't need fancy machines. You don't need to buy anything. You don't even have to leave your chair. You just need 3 minutes a day to reawaken the muscles that keep your bladder closed. Let me guide you through it. Right now, wherever you're sitting, you can follow along. 3-minute bladder strength routine, chair version. Step 1, pelvic awareness, 30 seconds. Sit tall in your chair, feet flat on the floor, hands relaxed in your lap. Now gently close your eyes and bring your attention to the base of your body, the space between your tailbone and pubic bone. That's your pelvic floor. It's like a hammock of muscles holding your bladder, bowel, and uterus in place. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, imagine gently lifting those pelvic muscles upward, like you're stopping urine flow. Hold for 3 seconds, then release. Do this gently. No squeezing or clenching. Repeat this 5 times. Step 2, quick pulses, 1 minute. Now we'll activate the fast twitch fibers, the ones that snap shut during a sudden cough or laugh. These are your first responders. Ready? Tighten and lift your pelvic muscles, then immediately release. Do it again. Pulse up, release, up, release. You should feel a slight tug internally. Do 20 pulses in a row. Rest for 15 seconds, then do another 20. Remember, no need to hold your breath. Keep your face, legs, and buttocks relaxed. This movement is all internal. Step 3, posture reset, 1 minute. Now sit up as tall as you can. Imagine a string pulling your spine upward from the top of your head. Engage your lower belly slightly, not sucking in, just supporting. Now gently lift your pelvic floor again, this time holding for 10 seconds. As you hold, breathe calmly, release slowly, repeat just 2 times. This trains your body to maintain bladder control during upright posture, like when you're standing in the kitchen or walking through the market. You did it. That's your bladder workout for the day. If you do this daily, even just 3 to 5 days a week, you're going to feel stronger, more in control, and more confident. Over time, many women notice fewer oops moments during laughter or sneezing, less urgency during the day, and even better intimacy, because pelvic strength supports everything down there. You are rebuilding what time tried to take away, and you're doing it gently at your pace. Now, I want to leave you with something important. Healing after years of silence. If you've been struggling with leaks for years, if you've felt embarrassed, if you've avoided road trips, sleepovers, social outings because you were afraid of an accident, you are not alone. Millions of women suffer quietly, but today you've taken back a little power. You've learned the habits that are hurting you and the simple science-backed steps to reverse the damage. You're healing your bladder, but also your spirit. And if no one else has told you this yet, let me be the first. You're doing amazing. No matter your age, you still deserve dignity. You still deserve to move freely in the world without fear. And your body is worthy of care, not shame. So here's your invitation. Drink your water before coffee, sit with posture, skip citrus at night, do your pelvic pulses daily, and above all, give yourself kindness along the way. If you found this video helpful, please like it so it reaches more women like you. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, subscribe and join our growing HealthSync community. We are here for you every step of the way. Until next time, I'm Dr. John. Stay strong, stay kind, and never stop believing in your body's power to heal.